I'm joined by Shobhaa, author, former journalist, also joining me on the show tonight. And Shobhaa, many thanks for speaking to me on the Newshour tonight. I just want to ask you, India has changed so much over the last couple of decades, but so much has remained the same. Another so-called alleged dowry death. What's appalled you most about the Twisha case?
My key takeaway is, as was rightly pointed out, a lot has changed, but a lot has not changed. That is the tragedy. And the reason it has not changed, I mean, for example, the monster mother-in-law, at the end of it all, is a part of the very same society. She's a product of the same society all of us in the studio are a part of. I mean, she's not an alien from outer space. She is not a village lady. She's an educated, retired judge, a person who is looked up to by society. Yet, what is she doing in her own home? That is the tragedy that we are all facing right now, because maybe in the past, a case like this, neighbors would have gotten involved. Maybe the parents of the girl would have been sensitized differently. They would not have said, you know, just look the other way. There could have been friends of the young girl who reached out to her. There could have been support systems at the time of the crisis where she was undergoing for so many months. But our society has become, in a way, strangely isolated. It can be because of social media. It can be because of incredible tension, which everyone seems to be dealing with, stress. Young people in particular, they're leading almost unreal lives. And the monster mother-in-law, for example, has taken advantage of all of this to perpetrate one of the worst crimes that I can think of in recent years. It's unforgivable, and what I'm saying clearly and strongly is jail, forget bail. And I have zero respect for the son who has finally surrendered when he's run out of all other options. That, I feel, is the most shameful aspect of this case.
Well, it makes my blood boil too that he surrendered today after 10 days, but we're being told this is as per law. He was trying to negotiate his legal remedies, and if that's not a sham, I don't know what is. But Shobhaa, Twisha's family, will it live with the regret of not reciprocating or responding to the cries of help that she sent them? Since we talk about how not a lot has changed in the Indian family systems, where girls are told, try and adjust, compromise to karna padta hai. Do you think these situations of reconciliation that is often recommended, this mindset, is it going to change anytime soon?
Well, the daughter didn't take matters into her own hands. We don't know that. It certainly looks like murder to me. I think she was up against a wall. She had no choice. She was trapped. Her family did not sense maybe the gravity of the situation, because otherwise they would not have sent this young girl back when she went to them to say that she was pregnant and she did not want the baby. I think they were too ashamed and too scared to say, our house is open to you, our doors are open to you. Most Indian parents do not say that to their daughters. They give them no such guarantee, no such assurance. Even today, across the board, across caste, across communities, across every conceivable social divide, the daughters are told indirectly or directly, our doors are shut once you're married and you're no longer welcome in our home. Now, till that changes, and I really don't see that changing in a hurry, because a girl who's been married off as Paraya Dhan no longer belongs to her original family. That's how they treat her. She becomes an outsider from that moment on, and she's never encouraged ever to think of returning, because that is the worst aspect of middle-class hypocrisy, that to admit that a girl's marriage has not worked out, because the girl is inevitably going to be blamed for the marriage not working out, and she's back at her home. She'll be again shoved into a back room somewhere in the house, asked to stay almost in parda, not show up openly in their any social functions. And even if she is an educated hard-working member contributing to the family, there will be no respect for her, no respect for her position, because she is a rejected wife.
Well, Shobhaa, I want to disagree with you, but in many parts of India, that may sadly be true. Women, probably mothers, sisters, probably underestimate the cries for help. Don't think it is that urgent. Don't believe it is an SOS. And that also is a problem that women have to face. I don't know. Mindsets, do they need to change? Giribala Singh, also a mother-in-law. I mean, her statements actually make my skin crawl. For somebody educated, for somebody who sat in judgments in many cases, well, how could she talk like that about and to her daughter-in-law? Are questions that need to sink in. When will we as a society change and support our daughters so that we don't repeat what happened to Twisha? For now, demanding justice for Twisha, just with the passage of time, may the need for justice not dim. That is something that we as a nation owe Twisha. We'll keep following this quest for justice. Thank you very much, Shobhaa, for joining me on the Newshour tonight. With that, good night, viewers. Be safe, be kind, look after your girls wherever they are. Thank you very much.